got little baby rhino iguanas, little baby cherry-head tortoise. One of those eggs kind of explodes because of the decomposition.
You could get divorced.
Exactly. I don't want to get divorced. You guys want to see what I've been doing? Come on, let's go. We were just moving some tortoises out of this area. There's still one in there, but Matt, with his eagle eyes, found an egg right here.
I thought it was a ping pong ball. It looked so perfect.
Isn't it perfect?
It was so heavy.
But that's not all. Look at this.
Yep.
Here's another one.
You could see without fishing around. Huh?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Let me get ahead and start digging around.
Is she laying?
I don't think she is. She's just relaxing, but there might be more eggs in here. You grab her and throw her in the main enclosure.
Yeah. There we go.
Let's have a look, though. This is awesome. It is egg laying season. And look at this. Here's another one.
Did you even know they could get into this area?
I saw that they got in. Years ago, they got in. There's two more. Years ago, they actually had gotten in here.
This looks like a spot, too.
Yeah, they do like to lay eggs in here. The soil must be
or is it warm?
Accommodating.
Well, these ants.
These ants stink, yeah. Hold on. So we have 4 eggs that look to be good. That's hard right there. Let's go back over to this. Dig in here.
There's a lot of ants.
Yeah, no problem. Nothing. Nothing there. Those ants are more of just an annoyance than anything. Oh, like there's so many of them, they're annoying. But let's keep digging around for eggs because it's been a few days since I looked. This is the season, right? Unfortunately, it's also the season where it gets cold, so I've got the unsightly electric cords hanging around. But this is a form. This is what they go to bed in at night. Usually I have my little poker, but I think we'll be okay to look. Let's see if I can find eggs just by sight. This was an old nest right in here. So these guys like to lay against solid objects most of the time, but that isn't always true. It's just a general rule. Holy smokes. Now, there are quite a lot of Redfoot tortoises in here. These guys are from South America. They're really cool species. They're a medium-sized tortoise. There's, of course, Lego, if you've been following the channel. Lego is a bit of a cautionary tale. She came to the sight unseen. She's got a little metabolic bone disease, and so that's why her shell is a little bit funky, if you will.
She's still beautiful.
She's awesome, man.
And she loves a butt rub.
Who doesn't like a butt rub? Let me just get these out to be clean.
Where is everybody?
Well, it is the hottest part of the day.
Ooh.
So, great question. Tortoises are going to kind of hide. They're going to look for the cooler areas, and you found one of them. They love to get in the shade. They're cold-blooded, so their body temperature.
Right in there.
Yep, there's a bunch, man. Bunch of tortoises. Their body temperature changes with the surroundings. All right, let's see. Nothing happening here. They generally don't lay in this area because that's where they all congregate, so they get disturbed. But over here tends to be another area where they will deposit their eggs in a nest. I'm not seeing any real nesting though. I'm just kind of digging up some areas where I know they've laid in the past. I think we got lucky with those eggs.
Well, I mean, I spotted it from about 10 feet away.
I know, but I didn't even see it. I wasn't paying attention. Crazy. But this is one of the more fun things for me to do because when you're looking for eggs, it is truly like an Easter egg hunt. You get so excited that these animals are laying for you. It means they're happy, they're healthy, they're doing their thing. It's an awesome part of being a tortoise keeper. This is an old nest. You can see it's all dug out. Okay.
I like the sand.
The sand is easiest to dig in, and some of the soil does retain moisture. Yeah, look at this.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna move this.
Hiding spots.
They do. But again, I normally no eggs here. You can tell just by the type of soil. And I'm not really feeling
like if it's disturbed.
If it's disturbed, if it's softer, then you can poke through with your fingers. We got the water going at the moment.
Oh man, that's camouflaged. I didn't even see them over here.
I actually like to keep this rock.
Like this the color of the little palm frond.
Yeah, we got a little leaky water here. I did see somebody
Yeah, I did as well. Backed in there last week. There was one of them that was backed in there almost every time I walked by.
Right, but there's nothing in here.
Yeah, no.
Bummer. I felt a rock and got excited. Now there is something over here too. See that? That's real sandy though. It doesn't feel there's moist at the bottom. Wait, look. Look at this.
No way, really?
We got one.
You're kidding me.
Look at that. I told you guys. Told you. I've become good at this over the years.
This is so far in there that if you could see how I'm holding this.
Yeah, look at that, guys.
Oh wow, those are really, how long do you think those have been there?
They gotta be about a week, maybe. I haven't checked this area, so we'll be careful not to rotate them.
You'll put these in the incubator?
Oh yeah, totally. These are gonna be, oh, here's another one. This is incredible.
God, that dirt is packed so hard it makes me think they've been there.
How can they get out, you know? But they will, and that's why they like to come out during rain, because it just makes it smooth. It makes it easier for them to get out. All right, so see, I'm gonna just grab these gently, pull them up. Okay, we also have the other 4 back there. But while I'm still up here, it's still possible we're gonna find something else. Again, we have the new fence that I made. It's definitely keeping these guys contained, which is fantastic. I'm finding, isn't that great? Inside, baby tortoises have the potential to develop. Up, look at that.
No way. Are you serious? Today's is very quick.
This is awesome.
We're finding them so quickly.
This is awesome.
This is the best.
This is awesome. I'm glad. I love doing this. You know, we are real reality TV because honestly, we didn't know what's our video going to be. I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to start digging for eggs. And now we got a fun video where I can show you guys how I do it. I just love my backyard. There's always something to do regarding the reptiles.
10 minutes ago, we were both on different ends of the yard going, what could we do?
What could we do? But you know, this is so cool. Look at all these eggs. And now we're going to get to show you how I'm going to set them up in the incubator. And it's a bit of a tutorial for you guys, which I think is fantastic because we love this stuff. Let's go over here. How awesome, huh?
So there's a little spot down there.
Yeah, that's one of my spots to check. Let me see.
What happened?
I dropped an egg. It should be fine. We got to be careful.
Put them all in one spot.
Yeah, like this.
Continue to dig.
In my Specialized cap.
In your hat.
Yeah.
Specialized is going to need to know about this.
Oh, they're going to love it. Specialized loves animals. All right, nothing in here. All right. Very cool.
Don't put the hat back on. Just remember that.
Definitely not. All right, I mean, these were the areas where I normally find them, so that's pretty cool. What a surprise, huh? So I think we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, and then there's a squirrel. 8, 9, 10, 11 eggs. Not bad. Not a bad score. They all look good.
Did you even know they could get into this area?
I've seen them do it in the past. What happens is one of these telephone poles gets moved, and either by myself.
By a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?
Exactly. There are some mutant strong turtles in here. Very, very cool. There's one of the females. She could be the mom of these eggs. Who knows? Very, very good score, though. How awesome, huh? You guys want to see what I've been doing? Come on, let's go throw them in the incubator. So there's a couple ways I do this. Go ahead, Matt, if you want to get in front of me. There's a couple ways you can do it. I've been doing a perlite mixture because I can't find vermiculite anymore. I don't know why. I like vermiculite. It seems to hold the moisture longer than some of the other mediums like the perlite we're going to use. Just pumping some water into the rec pond at the moment. Careful what you step, don't you go dying on me now. Now we go over here, and I'm going to gently place these eggs down here. They're going to relax. So we have some containers that I was, you know.
You're talking about what to put them in with?
Yeah, right, this is what we do.
To hold moisture.
To hold moisture, I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I just rinse these out from last season, get my hands rinsed. All right, so I just rinse it because. Rinse that top. You're fascinated by the eggs.
I am whenever we find
That's
something
so cool.
that might become a living thing.
It's amazing, man. It really is. So here's perlite. So this is not like the vermiculite I use, so I'm just gonna put it in there. It's styrofoam, and use it in potting soil.
And it's not bad for them to eat if they do?
They don't eat it. They won't eat it. They just kind of hatch out in it. So we've got enough to kind of secure. I'm gonna put a little bit more. So we've got enough to fill the container. And next, I've been doing this. Normally what you would do is you weigh out this, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio by weight. So if you got a pound of vermiculite, you put a pound of water in. But we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it by feel, because I've been doing this for a little while. And just kind of mix it to get the moisture into it. Okay. See how it feels?
Oh, wow, it's very warm.
It's warm, yeah, the water's warm. So I'm just kind of moving this. Moving it around. And what you want is you want it to clump, but no water squeezing out. See that? So it holds its shape, but no water's filling it.
So not swimming in it.
Right. And you'll see what I do next. So here we go. Very good. Let me go ahead and rinse myself off here. Get that done. All right, so I know that we've got these eggies, so I just place them. I don't bury them in this. I like to place them on the surface, because what I'll do is, as they incubate, what I like to do is sometimes rehydrate the water, rehydrate the vermiculite. And so I can just get a little water and dump it in without submerging the eggs, which is good. And so we're basically putting them like this, because if you notice, when they're actually in the nest, in that nest chamber, they're kind of touching each other. They're all set, So look at this.
So is the water to maintain the humidity
That is
in their
correct.
environment, and/or do they absorb? They can't absorb anything.
They do. It's a
Through the
permeable
shell.
membrane. Yeah, through the shell. They're actually getting humidity through that. We're going to cover this. They're getting their humidity from the outside environment. So it is I believe I don't know if it's like I believe the term, when you have a cell, it's selectively permeable. So it's allowing moisture in, but not anything else. You can kind of look at the egg as a giant cell, a giant representation of what a cell is. You've got the yolk, which is like a nucleus, the shell's like the cell wall or membrane, but very rudimentary. I'm stretching the science here, but it does kind of look like that. So here we are. I'm sorry, I got a lot of stuff around. No, hold on. You don't open it until you unlatch it. He's pulling the whole incubator out.
Pulled it away from the wall.
Okay, so here we have our Redfoots. So we'll put it in. Let's have a look at what other eggs, how the eggs are doing. We, of course, if you guys have been following along, we have our little rhino iguana. He's still in the incubator. Okay, so he's just relaxing. Unfortunately, I do think these caiman eggs are no good. I opened one and it was just a pussy mess. So I'm probably going to pull these, and I'll need this container. So we're probably going to do.
You don't think any of those?
I do not
really,
think.
okay.
I don't think so. Just because of the way I found them. We have some sulcata
what
eggs.
was that?
Well, they were laid right out in the open, and they were just being beaten down by the sun. So if they were fertile, the embryos are probably dead. So we got sulcatas in here.
Oh wow, you got a lot.
Yeah, we got sulcatas down there, and sulcatas right here. Okay, these guys were laid way early. What we got here? We got an
Early season wise.
Early season wise, yeah. Sometimes the sulcatas do that. This was like the end of September. This is a rotten egg. This egg's no good. So there was a crack in it, and it just got absorbed. And you can kind of see, this is the vermiculite. It holds moisture better than, this is another one, dehydrated egg, because it had a crack in it. So I just go through, I clean them out, because what happens is they rot, they smell. This is inside my house, and it's not pleasant when things start to smell in the house. Over here are some cherry heads. This is also where one of the rhinos came out of. That's a healthy rhino egg, okay, as opposed to an egg that had fungus right there.
Oh, those are the two that are outside.
Two, yeah, that are outside.
Way.
So right now we've got cherry heads. This egg,
What is that?
that was just paper towel for the eggs. It helped with the humidity for the rhino eggs. I tend to do that. Now, rhino eggs are going to be different than the hard-shelled tortoise egg. So tortoise egg's got a hard shell, the rhino egg's got a leathery shell. But again, here's everybody. We got some radiated tortoises in there.
Oh, you marked them.
Yeah, I did. I'll know what they are when they come out. We also have radiated tortoises cooling down.
Why
They're
is
not
that?
in the incubator yet. They stay out for about a month, and then after a month, I put them in because of diapause. We've talked about that in other videos, where there's a suspended animation in an egg where it stops its development, pause in development. So, okay, cool. There you go. So those guys are chilling. We found some eggs. Let me show you what happens when eggs hatch. Let's pull these out too, so they don't stink up the place.
You don't think for sure?
I'll open another one. I'll show you guys. Let's open another one. I mean, I think it's
We
interesting.
have the blade ready.
Yeah, we got the blade. I'll show you that there's probably nothing. Oh, look, by the way, the curly tails are.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, I feed them. They're very happy with my fluker diet. So let's grab this. I don't want to do it over here because obviously it's nasty. So
nasty.
we're going to walk over. I really would be bummed if I actually, here, I'll open this one. There's no banding in these eggs, okay? Usually if it was incubated, if it was fertile, you'd see banding in the eggs. I candled the eggs. There was no veins or anything earlier on in development. After about a month, you can candle eggs, but I didn't find anything, so let me show you. Very simply, I'm gonna squat down here. In fact, here's an egg that I opened before, and what you'll see is it's going to have some really, I just have to do it like this.
Yeah.
You could just see.
Yeah. Nope. Completely not
Nothing.
an organism.
No organisms. All right, let me show you though some organisms that did make it.
Smells amazing.
Does that one smell? Yeah, we gotta get rid of that. If one of those eggs kind of explodes because of the decomposition,
You could get divorced.
Exactly. I don't want to get divorced. I love my wife. Okay, here we go. Let's see. We'll come over here. Here's my little nursery. And some of the species that I have, of course, are gonna be rhino babies. You're gonna be quick. It's gonna be fast. Here they go. We got little baby rhino iguanas.
There he is.
We've got
Such a nut. They're so
We've also,
fast.
they are fast, aren't they? We've also got some beautiful tortoises.
This guy's off the chain.
Isn't he awesome, man?
It's good to see so much energy since, you know, they
last
kind of
time-
do play dead when you,
Yeah.
we shut this?
Yeah, go ahead, shut that.
I don't want him getting out.
We don't want that. But again, here's something cool. Little baby cherryhead tortoise. Very similar to the Redfoot. In fact, we do have some Redfoots, but this guy is just amazing. And that's what happens after 5 months of incubation. You'll get the babies, and that's a whole nother little kind of treat to raise them up. As you can see, this is kind of a nursery situation, but for the first few days, the tortoises, and actually first couple of weeks, I keep them in the incubator so they fully absorb their yolk and their shells kind of firm up, and they also flatten out the plastron. And you can see real nice looking little babies here. Beautiful coloration. And, yeah, sure. I'm gonna bring out a Redfoot now. So here's a Redfoot that's been around a little bit longer than that cherryhead. And superficially, they're the same tortoise. It's just that the Redfoot's heads turn yellow, whereas these guys stay red for life.
Oh, okay.
So there you have it.
Those are such great looking. Oh my God.
They're so cute, too. Great species. So we love them. And I'm pretty psyched. This is a really cool little situation. They can be kept there on the patio. You see, yeah, we'll put them right down. They can be kept on the patio here in South Florida. They've got plenty of food. They just great things I can grow. And of course, Fluker always taking care of me. So it's awesome, man. This is the way to raise these animals. You got to do it from the start, from egg to juvenile is a lot of fun. All right, guys, let me know what you think of the little video. It's kind of fun. We found some tortoises today. We learned a little bit about eggs, how to incubate them. Don't forget, when you do dig up tortoise eggs, it's best, and any reptile egg, not to rotate them. You know, so be careful with that. Some of us like to put a little X as we remove them from the egg. There's always the potential of crushing the embryo inside if you roll it.
So you put the X on the top, and that's
You
why
put the
leave
X
it,
on
yeah.
the top, and then you can put them in the same orientation. All right, guys, that's it, man. In about 5 months, we'll do a video with some tortoises hatching out. I'll talk to you guys soon. Leave a comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we're gonna lock this up. Or no, you're gonna go in and say goodbye to the tortoises. Bye.